I am one of 6 children conceived in rape and incest, and of those 6 children, I'm the only one that survived. I'm the only survivor. So I grew up as an only child, adopted at birth, never knew my biological family. I had a wonderful childhood with my adoptive family, 2 wonderful parents, and I've known as long as I can remember that I was adopted. As I got older, as I was an adult, I realized that I wanted to look into that, into my adoption, and I went to my parents. They only knew a first and last name of my birth mother. They matched the names to an article that was run in a local newspaper. It went into great detail about why she was prosecuting him for rape, which resulted in not only my birth and adoption, but 5 additional pregnancies. The first pregnancy was a miscarriage. The second pregnancy was hidden, and I was placed for adoption. And then the 4 subsequent pregnancies, she was taken to the abortion clinic. The abuse started when she was just a young girl, so in between the ages of 4 and 6. I searched for the name online, and I pulled up her social media account, and I was staring in a mirror. When I met her, she said, "There's something that I need to tell you." I just looked at her and I said, "I think I already know what you're going to tell me." And she was just stunned. She said, "And you still came? You still came to meet me?" And I said, "Absolutely. That's not going to change me being here. I love you." I'm grateful to be here, and I want you to know that I am so thankful that despite the pressure and the fear that you had, that you chose life. I knew at that moment why God had led me down this path. I just knew that we were meant to be connected, not just from birth, but now. There was a lot going on in her life, and there was also a lot going on in my life, and the 2 of us have been able to be there and support each other. I work currently at a nonprofit. I'm at a pregnancy help center as the CEO, and I am where I am today because of all of the things that I've gone through. And what my birth mother went through was not in vain, because she chose life for me, and then I'm taking that and able to help other women who are in a similar situation or facing crisis, and helping them understand the value of life, no matter what they're facing. And so I'm very blessed to be in my position. On a personal note, I have 2 adopted children. My son is now serving in the military, and then my daughter is just going into the 3rd grade. And we are just one big adopted family, and it's amazing. Being conceived in rape and openly sharing my story about being conceived in rape and incest, in fact, has brought some negative comments towards me, because what we hear day in and day out is you can't have a child conceived in rape and incest because of the trauma of looking at that child and seeing that child. And I'm here to share the opposite. I'm here to say, actually, that's not true. I'm in the situation, and it brings closure. It can bring healing. It's not going to take away the rape that happened. By aborting that child, it doesn't take away the rape. It causes exponentially more trauma. And then you also have a child that is no longer living after all of it. And it does the exact opposite of what society tells us. You know, that this child shouldn't be here. This child is something other than human. But I can look at them in the eyes and say, no, I'm actually not. I am human, and I'm just as much deserving of my life as you are. What if the story really isn't that it brings more trauma and that it actually brings healing? Wouldn't you want that for a mom who's been through so much?